What is good, chat? We are back, and we have confirmation that Tokiyami is an assault. He is officially the latest assault character to the game, which I feel like was pretty obvious, going off of his beta and stuff. The beta being an AoE attack, and he came with a shield, so I feel like those two were pretty big giveaways that he would be an assault. But big shout out to everybody who's already in the chat. We got Bragan, we got Kendrick, we got Dunk, we got Percy and Jessica, we got Ian and Pyro. What is good, everybody? If you haven't already, drop a like. You guys know the drill. That definitely helps support the channel. That is major. And the leaks have begun coming out. Yeah, we got a lot coming out so far. So, let me bring this over here. Let you guys get a glimpse. So, we got all of this going on for the season. So, new event skins for Deku and Monoma. Bakugo and Aizawa got some recolors. We got new recolors for Mount Lady and Shinzo. And what is this? What is this? I gotta find answers on this, chat. We gotta see what's going on. Do I like fried chicken? Do you? Alright, we got Strike Hawks coming back to the banner. Whoa, so twice will be on the banner. Man, I wasn't trying to roll for that. I don't know. I don't know. Overhaul. Overhaul is an assault. We got assault overhaul skill set coming. Assault overhaul. So we got 2 assaults this season. That's crazy. That is crazy. Dinky coming back to the banner. Nejire is going to be a support, like we figured. So support Nejire. Muriel is coming back to the banner. I'm definitely going to have to roll on that because I'm getting that skin. Present Mike getting a re-roll. So we got a lot of people coming back to the banners this season. I don't know what's up with this. So this might be the new costume shop. I think they were teasing. Yes, all this might be a part of the costume shop. I will look into that and let you guys know definitively. But so far, support Nedre. Like I said, I feel like all of this was pretty obvious. And Assault Overhaul, after we pretty much figured he was going to be more aggressive after being a support, and he was already aggressive as a support. And we got Tokiyami is officially an assault. So we got 2 assaults this season. All right, let's see what else we got. Yeah, they giving away that terrible Tokiyami costume for free. So this is going to be on the license. Yeah, they got to go back to doing something better with the license skins, because this ain't cutting it, bro. All right, I'm glad Bakugo is on there. I'll take it. So we got the top-down view of the new map. Okay, so yeah, this is looking pretty big. So this will be the play area. All of this, will just be visual background stuff. The highlighted area will be the play area. So we got Coffin in the Sky right over the top of the map. And then I'm assuming this is the Japanese residential area. Yeah, you can see the ponds and everything. So this will be Endeavor's house, or his compound where he lives. The residential areas. A roundabout over here. I forgot what they call in this area. And I'm assuming this is where the hospital will be. This must be the construction area. Okay. So yeah, like I said, we got a lot of different locations to explore. Where do you get this information from? From the Discord, from Hydros and Zoe. They run a Discord and they share all of their Datamine findings there. So everything they find for the season as it comes, they drop it here. Tokiyami's tuning, finishing attacks restore HP and grant super armor during their attack. So we got another special tuning that gives HP and hyper armor. The last time we saw something like this was with I believe Rapid All Might, where when you go plus ultra you get HP, and I believe you get hyper armor. Alright. Nedre's tuning. When using a full recovery item, there is a chance it will not consume any uses. So you'll be able to use full team items without it actually costing a charge. That's cool. Man, that is a big win for support players. Alright, looks like they added Jiro back to the files. Alright. Overhaul's tuning. Additional damage is applied to the knockback effect when plus ultra is activated. So when you go plus ultra with his tuning, you do damage when you knock people back when you activate it. Yeah, I'm hoping his. I mean, hey, we'll see. But how are we feeling about Assault Overhaul? And I told you guys, bro. Like whoever was talking about this was gonna be Bakugo or whoever. I don't know what's going on. My bad, King. Where did you say you get it from? From Hydros Discord and Zoe's Discord. So we got multiple data miners in the community, and the second that the new season update starts, they start sharing everything that they find for the season. And they don't find everything day one. They do more thorough checks and things like that as the days go on. They finally given this another go in the shop. So if you missed out on this Deku costume, you got a chance to grab it again. 100% Deku. This looks so dope, bro. Like, he looks like a Mortal Kombat character, bro. Like, this doesn't look like Reptile or somebody. But you got a chance to get both of his fits and Assault Overhaul, bro. Crazy. Like, if I roll for him, it's purely going to be for the love of the game, because his special tuning doesn't sound worth it. And this is his skill set. So he's shooting a projectile. He's shooting a rock at you. Okay. He has the tendrils. I told you guys he was gonna have the tendrils. I knew he was gonna have those tendrils. I told you he was gonna have the tendrils. Why aren't you playing? Nobody can play right now. The game is on going through an update for maintenance, so nobody has access to the game right now. But big shout out to everybody pulling up in chat. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like. And also, if you want a chance to win a bundle of free crystals tomorrow, go check out my season 15 predictions video. Follow the instructions for a chance to enter. I will be selecting the winner tomorrow and announcing them first thing tomorrow in my first video for tomorrow. Where did the leaks come out? They come straight from the data mining community on Discord. Looks like he'll be elevating this up, so he's Cementos now. Maybe. This looks interesting. This is probably his new Gamma. So he'll be able to get himself off the ground. Kaneki Ken with the sub. W. Appreciate that. What is this? What is this? This is pretty interesting. Because it looks like he has 4 different attacks. Let me see. This looks like his alpha. This will probably be his beta. This is the gamma. Is he getting a new special action? Or a second, variation of his special action? Who do I want to be a skill set? I just want Bakugo at this point. But I also want Todoroki. I want Todoroki to get a variant, and I want Dabi to get a new skill set. Dabi definitely needs one. All right, so if you just joined in the stream, Nejire is officially a support. Overhaul is officially an assault, and Tokiyami is officially an assault. As you can see here, the bird boy is an assault. All right, what we got? All right, we got some new conditions. Wave barrier, abyss, dark body, continuous recover health, stone bind version 2 or variation 2. We got a new license event. Okay. So that's probably what those, or that could be what's tied to those costumes coming back. But yeah, him having the tendrils is big. Like, this is going to be a problem. I'm pretty sure they gave it wall pierce too. So he'll probably be poking people through the walls with these. And the range is probably going to be a problem too. Like, I'm telling you, this dude is going to be a problem. This is not going to be fun for most people. Like, it takes the average player about a season or 2 to kind of adjust to fighting new skill sets and characters. Oh, this is fire. This is fire. Yeah, I'm loving these collaborations with Vigilantes. Yeah, let's get it. Shout out to let me know in chat if you guys watch Vigilantes. I'm currently watching season 2. Like this is one of my new favorite animes. I love the fact that it's tied into My Hero, and that is it gives a lot of the background heroes a chance to just get more character in this other show. Get more screen time, get more development, things like that. I do and loving it. I am, bro. Vigilantes is so dope. Koichi, underrated, bro. Like in just less than a full 2 seasons, he's developed his quirk so much. It's crazy, and it's only gonna get crazier as the season go on. What is this? Character 201, unique spawn. Okay. Okay, this must be the new stuff that we're getting for the cross promotion with All's Justice. Okay, I'm probably gonna lock in on this or this. I like this too. Yeah, we got some 1A representation. All right. Yeah, I love that they do crossovers with their other projects or other shows and things like that. Oh, are we fixing anti cheat? Okay, they finally addressing the cheating. Let's see it. All right, and we got some balance changes. What is this? So Deku, Airyu combat, they're up and the down power. And so they're upping the down power of his air melee and decreasing the down power on his ground melee. So he'll be able to hit you even more on the ground now. That's an interesting change. That is an interesting change. So yeah, they're decreasing people's ground melee. So Bakugo is going to be able to hit you more than 3 times then. Yeah, he's going to be able to hit you a couple times. That's interesting. His jump kick is going to be an instant knockdown, but this is going to be interesting. Ochako. Yeah, air combat knockdown at 250. So yeah, ground melee is about to be that was about to get crazy. It's about Shoto. He already has one of the longest melee combos in the game if you stagger it, and now he's gonna be able to do that even more. What are they doing, bro? Like what are they doing? I'm telling you right now. You heard it here first. You're about to get cheesed out by Strike Shotos running around doing melee combos into betas and killing people. Like that's what's going to start happening. But they also decreased the damage on his beta by a little bit. Not much. So just by 4 points at level 4. Yeah. They dropped it by 40 at level 9. Okay, the changes get kind of significant as it goes up. All right. Well, that's respectable because at least they saw that coming. Because that's definitely going to be a thing, bro. Melee stun into betas is definitely going to be a thing. We spamming. All right, give me 1 sec. Guys, please don't spam in chat. Let's chill. Keep it a chill night. But appreciate you guys calling that out because I'm definitely locked in over here. All right. That should take care of that. And what we got going on with Momo? So they nerfed her gamma again. Yeah, the damage went down. Yeah, she got a pretty big nerf as the levels go up. So it's down to 110 max damage. I know a lot of people are gonna be pissed about that, bro. A lot of people are gonna be pissed about that. You got All Might over here. What did they do to him? So, whoa, he's really gonna be able to spam you with the ground combat. This is interesting. I can't wait to test this out. Like, this is gonna be interesting. 5. It went from 50 to 5. He's gonna be able to hit you so many times. It's crazy. All right, what did they do to Dobby? What, bro? They nerfed Tech Dobby? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? We nerfed Tech Dobby in season 15. This has to be Strike Dobby. I would have to assume they're doing this to Strike Dobby's variant or variation. Because this can't be Tech Dobby. But it looks like it is. Like, his damage was only 72 at max level. Like, that's literally Tech Dobby. And they nerfed it. It went from 72 to 60. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? They nerfed Endeavor. I don't know if this is for Strike Endeavor or Assault Endeavor. What is going on? Whoa. What is this? What is this? We got the Koichi banner? Hold on, let me check and make sure somebody's not trolling. Whoa. Alright, what they do to Mirio? Okay, they just let him do more melee. Got it. W change for Mirio. Tamaki. They buffed his alpha. They buffed his alpha back to... They gave him more damage at max range. Chat, what is going on? What is this? Are we getting vigilante characters? Are we getting vigilante characters, bro? These are legit banners for... I mean, not banners. Yeah, what are they called? I forgot what... I can't even think. Holy shit. Are we getting vigilante characters? If we get vigilante characters, bro, I'm going to lose my mind. I will legit lose my mind. Oh my god, bro. Vigilante characters? Are we serious? Whoa, bro. Whoa. What is going on? Like this. Yeah, I don't think, okay. The fact that there's so many of them, I think this is just, if you want to put them on your, yeah, I think this is just if you want to have them showcase. Because this, what is this, 5 new characters if that was the case? Putting him in this game would be sick, bro. Like, this would be absolutely sick if they put him in the game. Emblems, that's what they're called, emblems. I could not think. 5 new character emblems, but this just has to be, purely for customization. This has to just be for customization. Like, there is no way they're dropping 5 characters like this. Yeah, yeah. Hydros is saying they're not characters. Yeah, that's what I figure. Like it's just emblems. Yeah, they're just this is just customization. We got the customary spinner troll. Do you guys think we'll ever actually get Spinner in the game? Actually, seeing Spinner brings up something I wanted to talk about with you guys because I know, like I said, I know a lot of people are upset about Star and Stripe not being revealed for this season, but I think the reason that they opted to hold off on that is because One's Justice or All's Justice drops literally in a week or so, and she has to be a DLC reveal for that game. So I think they wanna use some of that hype to elevate that game first, and then we'll see her come to Ultra Rumble, which again makes sense. Jacob Miro with the sub, W sub, bro. What is Mikey doing? All right, we got another 6-7 spammer. All right, I got you. All right, bro. GG's. GG's. We got it. We got it. Like I said, if you guys call it out, I catch it because I'm looking on my right screen. I'm not looking at my left monitor. But yeah, I think Star and Stripe was held back specifically to kind of generate hype for One's Justice, or All's Justice. I keep calling it the old name, just so it's no, just so we're not siphoning off any of their potential new players or anything like that. Because if you have her over here, then you're not as incentivized to go try out that game or try her out over there, maybe. So that could have been the logic behind it. Also was looking at the fact that they did a push for getting a gun in the game heading into this new year. Like I feel like that was a way to kind of boost their revenue and profit going into the fourth quarter, so that on paper it looks like they had a stronger year than they possibly had. So they or at the very least they finished off the year pretty strong. All right, what we got? Character 200. Okay, so yeah, like I said, these are just emblems you can download, not download, but equip. Inventory. Okay, so we got something new for managing inventory, I guess. Interesting. They did mention that they're making a change so that you can level up tuning all at once without having to go one by one. So yeah, when you finish people, you get extra HP. You get your HP back and your shield, and you won't be interrupted by attacks. So you get hyper armor, so you're not interrupted. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, especially that's a great way to get your health back in those late game situations when you find a moment to heal. Or when you find a moment to finish someone off, you can get a full heal off of that. Like that's pretty dope. So W tuning. He actually has the best tuning out of everybody, with the exception of probably Nejire's new tuning, which is interesting. It depends on the rate, on like how often you can pull off a team heal and not actually lose one of your items, because that's crazy. But support Nejire. I am very interested to see how she plays. I want to see how her healing effect works. I want to see how her buff works, like how much of a buff do you get from that. I feel like the dev's getting lazy with the tuning ideas. I wouldn't say that. I feel like it depends on what they want to do with it. We got the fish with the sub W. I started season 3 and quit season 6. You gotta stick with it, bro. Any info on the overhaul skill set? Yes, we have info on the overhaul skill set. We know exactly what his attacks will be. We know what role he'll be. We got all the info on Overhaul. So these are his attacks. I'll show you in a second. And he's officially an assault. So assault Overhaul is coming late season 15. I can't wait to spam healing and that AoE. Boom. Bro. So yeah. This is his gotcha picture. This looks to be his alpha, so he's gonna have a. I mean, he already had a projectile, so I'm interested to see what this does. Like maybe this explodes when he hits you with it or something. I'm very interested to see what he's doing with this. I'm pretty sure this is his beta, where you have the tendrils, climbing out at you. And then from there, he has a new gamma that looks like it elevates him, similar to Cementos with his pillars. Yeah. I just joined and had no clue supporting Edgeray was even an idea. Yeah, I told you guys, like, we pretty much figured that out from the trailer, that she was going to be support, just from, the way her new skills were set up. Like, the second I saw her buffing her team, I kind of thought that was a giveaway. I have no idea what this is. Like, because this isn't melee. So this could be one of his, like, maybe if he does his alpha up close or his beta up close, or this is something new to his special action. Like, this is something completely new. And these are all his skills. So this has to be, a variation of one of those skills, or a variation of his special action. They had to change his special action in some way. Let's get back down. Let's see. All right, back to the spinner scam. All right, what else we got? What else? Character ticket renamed to battle style ticket. So instead of there being character tickets, there will be battle style tickets, which makes sense because they did say that they're looking at adding old skill sets as to be purchasable with character tickets. So swapping it over to a battle style ticket makes sense. So you're not just buying the character, you're buying the style. But yeah, for anybody just joining, this is Nejaray's new special tuning, Twisted Fortune. When using a team recovery item, there is a chance the item will not be consumed. And I'm assuming the percentage goes up the more you level it up. So once you get to level 11, you probably can use these borderline free. Or like you might have a 50% chance or something like that. But that's interesting. So that's what I'm saying, is like to see a change like this and then be like, oh, well, the devs are getting lazy. It's like, this is creative. Like this is a creative, addition to the game that, no one, like, we don't know how far they'll go with the tuning ideas until they show us something new. So there's no real precedent for that. We look like we got some new customization options for the My Room. So like you can change your background color a little bit, or the filter. It looks to be 3 different variations. So I guess evening, noon, and day, early day. All right, and here goes Overhaul's special tuning effect. PU rejection. So when activating plus Ultra or plus Chaos, any launched opponent takes damage. How much damage they take is going to be interesting. What's up, Inobi? Or Inobiani, I'm sorry. I read that too fast. But yeah, hold on. I got you. For anybody who wants to pop in the Discord and check it out. Here you go. I'll pin that. There you go. Someone said first gamble tuning. Oh man, yeah, this is dope. I I wish these kind of characters were on the docket, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to see them coming in front of longer awaited characters. So unless you do like a special release for them where you just add them all in a bundle as free, or a new license for people to grind or something like that, just add them in all at once. Don't make them the character of the season, taking up spots from other characters who people have been waiting for. All right, we got a preview of Nejire's attack. So yeah, her alpha looks to heal her teammates. So you can heal your. They are definitely taking inspiration from Marvel Rivals, bro. She is literally going to be able to sit on the back line and heal. Like, she can already camp in the sky with her special action, so she'll literally be able to chill in the sky and heal her team. I'm good. I'm doing good, Inobi. How are you doing? Why is the game already in maintenance, brother? The game has been in maintenance for about an hour at this point. Like, we have been chilling for a while. What else we got? Quirk skill set shop out finally. Possibly. I would have to go all the way back up to the top to show it, but there was something interesting looking with some of the banners that came out. Character emblems versus vigilante emblems. They probably aren't playable characters. Yeah, those are not playable characters. That's purely for customization. I'm quite sure. I'm glad they put it up here, so I don't have to go all the way back to the top. This right here, I'm pretty sure this is related to this Quirk skill set shop. So they're probably making a separate shop for our characters and skill sets, like older characters, older skill sets. So like you'll be able to buy Rapid Hawks and Twice and maybe Strike Deku, Rapid Bakugo, things like that. So I'm glad they finally got that out the door. So we finally got the new shop where we can actually buy stuff. And if you're new to the stream and you want to get caught up, I'll do a quick overview with you guys. So we got new events. We got a new license event coming this season. You got recolors for Deku and Monoma, Bakugo and Aizawa, Mount Lady and Shinzo. Tokiyami is officially an assault character. On his banner, he'll have his fantasy costume, and then they're throwing Shigaraki and Dabi on there with him. President Mike is coming back to the banner with his new costume and a chance to get his suit if you wanted it and never got it. And if you want this for a cement toss, I'll have to look at the tuning to see if this is worth rolling for. I'm honestly not rolling for everything this season. Like, I got to be selective with what I go for. But Tamaki's coming back to the banner for a chance to get his cyberpunk fit. Hawks is coming back to the banner, so you get a chance to get Strike Hawks. He'll be on the skill set banner, and he's giving you a chance to get his cyberpunk suit. His what is the suit called? What is it? Something assist, gear assist or something like that. That's the name of this costume. And then we got Twice. I want this Twice, but I don't know if I can afford to waste tickets rolling for him. I can't join the game. No, the game is down. No one can play the game during maintenance. Maintenance will be running until about 4 a.m. CST. Overhaul is officially an assault, and you'll get a chance to get a cyberpunk skin. His I forgot the name of the skin, but the one with 4 arms, and then you got 100% Deku, Deku 100% one for all costume. Dinky is coming back to the skill set banner for a chance to get his fantasy costume. You'll get Kendo's fantasy costume and all for one, so you have a chance to get all 3 of those in addition to the skill set if you don't already have it. Nejire is officially a support. Support Nejire. As many of us, pretty much speculated and called out as soon as we saw her skills in the trailer. And big shout out to everybody who's pulling up in chat right now. Big shout out. If you can, do your boy a solid and drop a like. It definitely helps support the channel, I promise you. And it's free. But I like her cyberpunk fit. I'm very interested in her skill set. And I'm very interested in seeing what I just know the damage on this. I'm telling you, the damage is about to be crazy with this dude. The complaining is probably about to be insane for this dude. He is gonna be a nightmare to deal with, bro. And this, I'm instantly getting this. I'm instantly getting this. But the other banner, so you got Tech Muriel coming back to the banner. And then I think this is stuff that could be in a shop. So these are all old costumes. Z with the subscribe. Database King Kaz is open. What database? And we still mad at Nagant, I see. So yeah, you got Assault, Tokiyami, Support, Nejire, Assault Overhaul coming. The stuff I'm rolling for Tokiyami day one, the second he's in the game. So the second maintenance is over, I'm rolling for Tokiyami. I might have to fold and get him, depending on my ticket situation after this. So if I don't have to pity Tokiyami, I might roll for Nejire. And if I can get Nejire without going deep into my tickets, then I'll roll for Overhaul. Oh, you talking about Hydro's website? Okay. Let's see what else we got. Tokiyami has voice line interactions with Jiro. Tokiyami is talking to Jiro. So Tokiyami is character 11, Jiro is character 9. And we have voice interactions between him and Jiro. What could that mean, chat? What could that mean? Could mean a lot, could mean a little, but if Jiro is on her way, bro, I'm here for it. Like I just told you guys in today's video and in my stream the other day, those characters who have, kind of taken the longest time to get into the game is actually a blessing in disguise, because these characters are better than what they would have been if they released, in year 1 or year 2. Like just look at how versatile these new characters' designs are, like how much they're actually cramming into their kits. Like Tokiyami and Tamaki and Monoma alone, like they are kind of like representative of the new wave of design for characters in the game. Rapid Deku, Young All for One, Armored All Might, Lady Nagant, like all of these characters have so much versatility to their kits, their mobility, their melee. Like they are so well designed, cheesy, exploits and stuff aside. Like once they get that stuff smoothed out, you still have a really well designed character on your hands. And Tokiyami has probably the most versatility in his kit out of all the characters. Like between his Gamma and his special action, like bro has like seven different variations of each of those quirk abilities. Like he can drink while he's shielding, he can run and guard his back while he's shielding, he can guard himself from every direction. Like he can spin the shield around him 360 degrees. He can guard himself while he's downed. He can fly, he can super jump in the air. He can drink while he's in the air. He can cover himself with Dark Shadow to boost his melee and his mobility and add range melee and still jump and hyper jump and all of that stuff and fly. Like it's crazy. Like these characters are crazy. All right, well let's check out these voice lines.
You've been unplugged.
Okay, we got Tokiyami voice lines. Let me turn it up so you guys can hear it.
You've been unplugged.
You've been unplugged. Is he talking to...
You've been unplugged.
Is he talking to Jiro or present Mike? I got nothing.
Quite a performance.
Okay. That's nothing. Nothing.
I'll support you. I'll support you.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Sounds like an F chord. Your voice is faded. Your voice is faded. The songstress of the school festival.
Yeah, he has to be talking to Jiro in all of these.
Let's rock.
So these are all voice lines with Jiro.
The songstress of the school festival.
Yeah, this is 100%
Your
Jiro.
voice is faded. Sounds like an F chord. I'll support you.
Yeah, so I didn't get these. These didn't come through for whatever reason.
Quite a performance. You've been unplugged.
So this is him defeating her.
You've been unplugged.
Yeah.
Quite a performance.
Yeah, so I don't, man. Hey, the Jiro hype is getting real. The Jiro hype is getting
Sounds
real.
like an F chord.
Interesting. Interesting. All right, so they fixed the voice lines. If you guys didn't notice or didn't know, Lady Nagan and Armored All Might, some of their voice lines didn't actually translate over to English. So even if you had the game set to English, you were still getting Japanese voice lines for them with their emotes and things like that. Looks like they finally got around to fixing that. So that's a big dub. That's a big dub. Yeah, no Mount Lady buffs. Okay, they all got matching recolors. That's crazy. I like the gold. I like the red, though. The red is fire. Give me a blue, though. You got to give me blue. Yeah, you got to give me a blue. What are we looking at? What's this? Shop normal character ticket. All right, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's close enough. Close enough. Bro, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. How did you guys feel about season 14 overall? I know a lot of people were complaining. A lot of people, weren't too high on the season. I thought the additions were dope. The balancing was not great. They definitely have to step up their mid-season adjustments to address problematic character balancing issues. Definitely got to address cheating, which it looks like they may possibly be doing that this season. But overall, I would say season 14, just off of the character additions and the way they tried to surprise the community with Lady Nagan, I would give it about a 7 out of 10. 7, 8 out of 10. I'll go up to 8. But yeah, I'm definitely locked in for season 15. So what did we get in season 9? We got Chaos City. We got Kirigiri. Who came with Kirigiri? Was it Dinky? Was it Tech Dinky in season 9? Because season 10 was Shinzo and Asato Chaco. I think Tech Dinky was season 9. So yeah, you just got a new map. Kirigiri and Tech Dinky. And now we're getting, just a year later, we're getting a new map. We're getting Tokiyami and 2 skill sets with, quality of life changes. Like I said, Ultra Rumble is growing. Alright, Tokiyami main tuning is melee defense and max down HP. So yeah, his normal tuning slot is pretty much a flop. Pretty much a flop. Overhaul is officially out of the gacha system. You can finally buy Overhaul with a ticket. You no longer need to roll for Overhaul. So the characters that are still on the banner are Tokiyami, Nejire, Tamaki, Hawks, Kirigiri, Monoma. I was about to call him like I've been watching JJK, but we got Shinzo, Present Mike, Lady Nagant, All Might, All for One, and Deku. So you still got 12 characters in the gacha. The oldest character is Hawks. So you got from season 7 to season 14. So season 14 down to season 7. Well, season 15. I'm sorry. So from season 15 down to season 7. So they going kind of deep. I was expecting Hawks to actually be off the gacha as well, but I guess they're just picking up where they left off. So since Mirio was the last character added to the character ticket, they just threw Overhaul in there, and I guess we'll pick up from there. So maybe next season, when they add a new character, one of these, maybe Hawks will go to the character ticket, and so on. So Hawks, and then Present Mike, and then Nejire, then Kirigiri, then Shinzo, Monoma, Tamaki, Deku, All for One, All Might, Lady Nagant, and then Tokiyami. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they got in store. So this is Nejire's new gacha animation. Let's run it back. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And who is this? So that's his alpha. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense then. Why they got him beating up Mirio, man? Why did they have him beating up Mirio? I mean, they did have Mirio beating him up in his. So they legit boxing. He locks you into the rock. Hits you with the tendrils. Locks you in. I'm interested to see how this hurts. Like what this does and how it hurts people. This, not this. This is gonna get people killed. Even if it's a short stun lock time, just being locked in that long enough for somebody to shoot you is gonna get you killed, bro. Like, this is all Lady Nagant need, bro. That 1 second of you sitting still is all Lady Nagant needs. This is gonna get people killed, bro. But it looks amazing, bro. Like, look at that. That is dope. Yeah, Overhaul, boy, y'all are up. Overhaul means y'all are up. This man got new clothes, new skills. They actually remembered he was a part of the game. That's crazy. After a year of being forgotten, he came back strong. But yeah, here's the map overview for anybody who didn't get a chance to see it earlier. So this isn't a carnival ride. This is the coffin in the sky. So this is UA in the sky. This is Endeavor's house. This looks to be the construction area. This looks to be Jaku Hospital, I believe. And I keep forgetting the name of this area, but Got a little roundabout area over here. This looks like a residential area, so interesting to see. I can't wait to explore this map, bro. Like, I can't wait to just run around and see what all of this is. I don't know what's back here, but interesting. Interesting. Can't wait for the maintenance to end. It'll probably take a while though. Let me see, what time is it? It's 11. Yeah, you are in for a long ride, bro. You are in for a long ride. This is the warp gate icon. Okay. So yeah, the new map has warp gates. Once we get to the end of the update leaks, or data mines. Once we get through the newest data mines, we can run the trailer back to go through the new map locations adjustment. Jeez. They stupid. Nedre normal tuning. So she gives you extra GP and HP. W. Nedre might be my favorite support all of a sudden, bro. Like, I mean, she can't insta-res you, but hey, she can keep you from going down, and her tuning gives you extra HP and GP. This is going to go big for Mirio, like rapid Mirios. This is another 3 or 4 HP you can get. So you got Overhaul, All for One, Ibarra, and now Nedre. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So you can go from 225 to 237 HP or more, depending on how many 4 slots you got at the bottom. But Mirio, rapid Mirio mains, lock in on that tuning. All right, wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, this looks to be the gacha banner for skill sets. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it looks like a couple people got pulled. A couple of the skill sets got pulled off, and they might have a couple skill sets in the new character ticket shop. Because Strike Deku is missing, Rapid Bakugo is missing, Strike Dabi is missing, Assault Shigaraki is missing. Who else? Tech Shoto is missing. Am I missing anyone? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, looks like a couple skill sets are gonna be able to just be bought. So that's pretty big. Overhauls normal tuning, quirk skill, B defense, and GP attack power. I'm glad we're getting some useful normal slots for assault. Tokiyami's is kind of mid, but this is good. So you can now have triple GP attack power. So if you have Assault Overhaul, Assault Endeavor, and Strike Deku, you can have triple GP damage. So you can do even more damage against shield. And then if you have a Strike Endeavor and Present Mic tuning, you can do double HP damage. So once you get them down to their HP, you're doing more damage. So you're doing triple damage on their shield and double HP damage once you get them down to their HP. Is that the name of it? Blighted Precipice? That's the name of his skill set? On brand. Seems on brand for him. Why do people do this? Look at this dude. Oh man, this community is crazy. Moneta was found in the files. This don't listen to this. That's fake. That's fake. Don't listen to it. What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? This community is crazy. Alright. Yeah, a lot of interesting changes this season. Quirk sets have left the gacha. Quirk sets have left the gacha. Interesting. That is interesting. So we won't need it. Wait, I'm confused. So we don't have to roll for new quirk sets? Is overhaul? Yeah, overhaul is here. Nedre is here. They've left the gacha. What does that mean? Because it's still you still got exchange points. I'm not. Let me see what he's talking about. What does that mean? They've left the unless he's talking about the ones I named that are no longer in there. So like okay, I know what he means. I know what he's saying. He's talking about the older skill sets. So not the new ones, the older ones like Strike Deku and Rapid Bakugo. Those skill sets. So before you can only get skill sets by rolling on the banners for them. Now you can actually get them from the shop. That's what he's talking about. Quirk sets available from Battle Style Ticket. Izuku Midoriya Full Bullet, Machine Gun Bakugo, Ice Fang, Wind Flame Todoroki, Catastrophe Shigaraki, and Crazy Torch Dabi. You can get all 5 of these from character tickets now. So you don't have to roll for Strike Deku. You don't have to roll for Machine Gun Bakugo anymore. You can get Tech Shoto. You can get Assault Shigaraki. And you can get Strike Dabi using character tickets now. That's big. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. I had to reread it for a second. I'm like, hold on. Quirk sets are out of the banner. Like, what? Oh, out of the gacha. So big shout out to anybody who was looking to catch those characters or those skill sets. You no longer have to waste tickets on them. You can just get you a skill set. I mean, a character ticket from the shop, or if you should already have some if you got most of the characters. You can go grab those skill sets right now. Well, not right now, but when the season kicks off. Hey, we seeing some W changes, chat. Blighted Precipice. Yeah, this I'm telling you. Again, if you hate ranked, do your rank grind early. Like I would say, or at least before he gets here. Do not wait until he gets here to deal with rank. You are gonna hate it. Unless you're planning to use him to get to the rank, then hey, do you. But if you don't want to have to fight this and deal with this while grinding ranked, because he's going to make it harder. I'm telling you, he is going to make your rank grind harder. Those tendrils are definitely going to be going through walls. I would be absolutely surprised if he can't get you through the walls with those. His stun, locking you into the rock, I'm telling you, you're not going to be having fun when this brother gets in the game. It's just not going to be a good time for you. Armored All Might got his HP nerfed. He's down to 350. 350 for Armored All Might, which is more than reasonable. I hope that I'm really hoping that they buff Hawk's special action. Like that brother needs more mobility, bro. Like for a flying character, his mobility isn't what it used to be at all. Like at all. I'll go check out the database in a sec. Yeah, we got some recolors. How we feeling about the recolors, chat? I need Strike Shiggy buff. Nah, Strike Shiggy is good. Like that brother's in a pretty good place right now. He got mobility. He can attack people up walls, and he has area control. Like he's in a good place. 350 either. Nah. We don't need that kind of noise. Like this is our reaction to that. We will not be giving Ida 350 anything. We can give him 350 shots. Put him down. Yeah. We can explore some tuning builds and stuff too. Over here. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing out. Yeah, so this is the license event. Okay. So I guess this will help you grind the license faster. I'm assuming is the logic behind it. So for the people who struggle with completing a license in a season, this could be something that helps you. They should add Fat Gum. They should add everybody. And eventually they will. So yeah, I've talked about it with people over on Discord before, but I've never said it in the video or maybe brought awareness to it. I think back in season 11, they kind of they did a soft nerf to tuning builds. For new costumes. Some of the older costumes, if you go back and look, you'll notice some characters have like each character with plus ultra costumes has one build with at least 4 to 5 strike slots, and now the most you're going to get is 3. So every new costume, every new PUR costume that's added to the game only has a max of 3 tuning slots, not counting the special slot. So you went from being able to have up to 5 down to a max of 3, which is odd because they continue to add strike characters. So you're filling the game up with strike characters, but you're limiting the amount of characters you can use in your tuning. Okay, we got one with 4. Okay, this present mic. And again, why would you give it to present mic of all people, bro? Like this dude doesn't need the damage. Like you can put what? I was about to say 4 beta slots on him, but you can give him 3 beta slots now. So you can give him triple beta damage, alpha damage, or yeah, alpha damage. You can do alpha damage with Tech Dinky. You can do gamma damage if you want to with Rapid Bakugo. Like this, you could do a lot with this build. This is crazy. Oh man. Honestly, let me see. I read that one. Are we able to play already? You will not be playing for the next few hours. Everybody is locked out of the game for the next few hours. This is Jiro's character info. We got, oh man, this evidence is mounting that Jiro might be in the pipeline. like the immediate pipeline. We got Tokiyami voice lines talking to Jiro, and now it's looking like she's in the character role slot. Yeah, it's looking like Jiro is in the plans, people. And this is overhaul. So yeah, like you see, just three strike slots. I mean, you can still work with this double rapid. I mean, you can either get GP sucker or card duplication, and on this one you can do wall runner or something if you want, or acceleration depending on what kind of build you want to go for. All right, this was season 14. What? So this is how you get these. Obtained from the Anime Vigilante Season 2 Celebration Login Bonus Volume 2. So we get you don't have to do anything for these. We'll get these from login bonuses. That's what's up. I was the number one Tokiyami in season 14. Nejire's alpha doesn't heal HP, it heals GP. Ooh. So you can run this build if you got a Nejire on your team. If you got Nejire and Tech Shigaraki on the team, this is going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. So Shigaraki, Tech Shigaraki with Nejire and a Kirigiri on this team, bro. But, any character can run that now. Like, if you have Mirio with a Nejire on his team, you can run double revenge tuning for him, and she can keep him going. So every time they break your guard, you get to come back. But, without the default Gamma, like, Tech Shigaraki is going to get the most out of that, of all the characters in the game. Alright. Alright. So this drops in 27 days. Let's look at the gacha banners. So he drops on the 21st, which is tomorrow. And he comes with his fantasy suit or costume. And then you can roll for Dabi and Shigaraki too. It's not bad. Not bad. And then you'll have Strike Hawks back on the banner, along with this dope twice skin. Man, this is dope. That is dope. And then, so you got two people. So two skill set banners, one character banner, and a costume pickup roll. Okay, so you gotta use crystals for this stuff, unless this is the free one. I doubt it. Yeah, we gotta exchange, so this probably isn't the free one. If you want these, I guess you can go for them. Surprisingly, I have all of these except for this one. I don't have present mics, but I don't want present mics. I have all of these. That's crazy. And then, again, if you're new to the game, we got beginner missions. Definitely do these. Definitely lock in on beginner missions. Get those tickets. Get those. You can get a character ticket from your beginner missions. Like if you just started the game last season or this season, lock in on beginner missions. Like, you definitely want to do that. Like, I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys an example of how lucky, of just how lucky I got, from rolls. Present mic can be got on the character ticket. Hawks can be got from the character. This is interesting. This is for that roll ticket you use. Do not waste those on Ida. Like don't waste a roll. Don't waste your beginner mission ticket roll on characters like Ida. Like characters like these, you can get them for free already. Don't waste that roll on any of these characters. Like any of them. Twice you can get with a character ticket. These two you can get with a character ticket. Like do not waste it on those. If you want to go for Rapid Toga, go for that. If you want to go for Hawks, I guess I don't know, but yeah. And then upcoming, so February 4th, Present Mike goes back to the banners. Nejire drops on the 4th, like I told you guys. So 2 weeks. So you got just 2 weeks from now. And then Nejire will be on the banner. So you got 2 weeks to get to have some fun with Tokiyami. And then Super Support is coming to the game with the Fairy Girl. Dropping support on the whole squad. So she'll be healing her team's GP. She'll be buffing their damage. And whatever else she does. And then on the 18th, Mirio's costume and his skill set comes to the banner. So you have a chance to get all 3 of his costumes and his quirk set if you don't have any of them. I'm definitely rolling for that. And then on the 18th, Overhaul will also be coming to the game. So Overhaul is officially coming. Yeah, 1 month from today or tomorrow. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then again, you got a new costume roll coming, so you can get the cyber costumes for the big 3 or the new big 3. And then you got the Cyberpunk for the number 1 and number 2 heroes. And then you have Shinzo's Cyberpunk or Cyber Hero costume. And then the last gacha banner of the season that I can't open for some reason. The site experiencing issues, I guess. But the season officially ends on March 25th. So you got from January 21st to the 25th. Why can't I open these, bro? The site having some issues. Alright, so the site is down. Let's see if we got any updates in the chat. So Overhaul special tuning lets you do 110 damage if people are close to you when you do plus ultra. So you instantly will do 110 damage with this. So I grossly underestimated this special tuning. That's crazy. You can kill people with that. You can kill multiple people with that. So if you're getting pressed by a team that you were, kind of going back and forth with, and you get plus ultra and you had this tuning, that is a game changer. Like you can put people down, or really put a hurting on them. Like really make them run it back. I'm CST, so how many hours for me? You got. It should end around 4. So sometimes they end it early around 3, but I think they schedule it for 4 at 4 a.m. So you got a couple more hours. Yeah, I think today's maintenance was about 6 hours. So you got about 4 more hours to go. 4 or 5 more hours. That's crazy. So you're definitely gonna have to watch out for people with Plus Ultra when Overhaul drops. Thankfully, he won't be able to do it himself, but you know those characters you're chasing into a corner, like this would be great for characters like Young All for One and Assault Endeavor, because they don't really have attacks that can get you off of them. So giving them something like this to, you know, really get characters up off of them, you know, or really make characters pay for pressing them, that's pretty big. And they, of course, they made it worthless for non PUR costumes. So like at max level on a you know default skin, you would just get 25 damage. So that's not hurting anybody. But 110, that's something to think about. that's that get your ass back damage. 55% chance is, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. It'd be probably about 50% chance at max level for Negere's tuning that gives you a chance to not actually use your healing item when you use it. So you'll get the effect of it, but it won't actually deplete your stock. You have a 55% chance at level 11. So that's really good. Like this is a great tuning. Mr. Compressed tuning is trash. Momo's tuning is trash. Like those are a waste of a tuning slot. This is something we needed in the game. So that's a big dub. Tokiyami. Black Arm. Finishing attacks restore HP, and flinching from opponent attacks is prevented while attacking. So yeah, when you finish off people, if you had this at level 11, you'll get 125 HP back. And then you'll have flinch resistance, so they won't be able to actually interrupt you while you're doing stuff or attacking, running, whatever. You won't really react to their attacks. So what we thinking, chat? Y'all, do you think that Jiro is going to be the half anniversary character? Because we found some evidence of her. But while we're waiting to see if we get any more updates from that, I wanted to show you guys some stuff from the trailer.
Try and stop me. Goodbye, dogs.
So before we get into that, let me slow this down. And again, I don't want it sounding weird, so just looking at some of these areas. So yeah, this is Endeavor's compound. This is the Endeavor's compound, which looks to be a pretty big area. And then you had a construction site. I forgot the doctor's name, but his laboratory where he was doing his Nomu experiments. This should be beneath the hospital, I believe. So yeah, this is Jaku Hospital. So I would believe the laboratory should be an underground facility here. But yeah, our data mining team is digging, doing more thorough searches, seeing what else we can find for the season or for upcoming seasons. Like usually the first few hours we just go through everything that's coming this season. Look at this dude, man. I was so curious about how they would handle him specifically because of how he works in One's Justice 2. Like I really wasn't a fan of his playstyle in that game. But here he looks a lot more fun. He looks pretty fun in All's Justice. And again, that's why I was saying, like, holding off on these kind of characters was ultimately good, because if we got him, last year or the year before that, all of his skills would be limited to whatever was available in One's Justice 2. Where now, he has new animations, and he has, animations or mechanics that they utilized in All's Justice. So we kind of got the best of both worlds here. He have a shield when you're a KO. Yeah, we can go through some of his skills. Yeah. You just made me forget why I turned this on to begin with. I wanted to look at the new map specifically. Yes, I noticed people saying they don't think she actually has any actual attacks. Okay, so her gamma does give her air mobility. So she can get off the ground. Okay.
You're not getting away. Feel our power.
And if you look at it, all right, let me slow it down so you can see it. She actually buffs herself too. So I never noticed that before. So she buffs herself. How many maps? This is the 4th map, and they're actually already working on the 5th map. So yeah, you see this effect? So the effect goes to her teammates. And I'm interested to see how much damage that goes up by. Because this already does like 200 plus. So if we can get that up to 300, let's get it. This is already a very hard hitting attack. It looked like she cut down his load speed too. Or his charge speed. So yeah, like her alpha is giving her teammates GP. And I'm assuming it still does damage to enemies. Like it would have to do damage to enemies, like obviously. But being able to shield up your teammates while they're in the middle of fights. And she's already a kind of hard to hit target. Her beta might heal her team too. So she can heal her team while setting up an explosion. Yeah, this legit might be one of the coolest characters they've designed. You rolling for Tokiyami and Overhaul, right? I am, bro. I am. Fingers crossed that I get my luck continues and I can get them on the first few rolls. I've gotten every character and skill set in the past few seasons in just one to 3 rolls. Like, I haven't had to roll a lot for anything or anybody. I've even been getting the costumes. Because the way my luck used to work was I would get the character in like 1 to 3 rolls, but I would always have to pity the costume. Like, always. And if I ever get the costume first, then that's kind of a sign that I'm on the pity track for the character. Please, I need you on my team. I need this. I got you. I hope I'm lucky this season, because I wasn't last season. Hey, I told you, everybody got some luck for all. Yeah, for the people who doubted this was Overhaul, bro, like, that's insanity. Like, this is literally Overhaul, bro. And you can kind of see his face over here. Like, you can see the puff around his jacket. You can see the beak, face. Like, the signs were there. But I wanted to look at the map. So, yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different locations for the map. I'm assuming this upper area. Let me go back. So I'm assuming this is probably inside of UA, or inside of the coffin in the sky. So this might be the interior of the coffin in the sky. This is the upper level of the coffin in the sky. This is the construction area. This is Jakku Hospital. This is Endeavor's compound. This is the doctor's for a laboratory. Coffin in the sky. Okay, so I mean, technically these is 8 then, because the coffin in the sky in and of itself is a location, and UA is just inside of that. So I mean, I guess they're counting as the exterior and the interior. So you can fight on top of UA, run inside of the interior and stuff like that. So I guess so. My luck kind of weird. I would pull the same character like a lot, Denki and Kirishima. So what time is it coming? At 4 a.m. Central Time. Central Standard Time. So this is inside the hospital. This is outside the hospital. This is the coffin in the sky. So this is outside once we get to it. This is outside of UA and the coffin in the sky. As you can see the barriers and stuff like this. Looks like a chaotic place to fight. Outside of the hospital looks, pretty open area. Ultra Rumble is such a chaotic game, bro. Like, I was playing ranked earlier, and I had a low-level teammate. I died to, like, just the most random nonsense, and I was spectating my teammate, hoping they had a chance to revive me. They were low-level, and they were clearly overwhelmed by all the chaos that was going on. And they were playing Asado Chaco, so Asado Chaco, she can just spawn a platform with her Gamma, and do a res from there. And I was wondering why they wouldn't do that. I don't think they knew that they could do that. Like, they never once even used the Gamma, and they were just running around in circles, while people were fighting and attacking and stuff until they died. And it's like, these are ace rank lobbies, like, bro. Stop putting those kind of players in those kind of lobbies, bro. Like, we got to fix the matchmaking in this game. I wonder if Nejire can shoot the ground and heal herself. Yeah, you can just stand in the bushes, shoot the ground, and heal yourself. But I'm actually glad to see this, because this just reminded me. I'm definitely going to put together a special tournament. I will work out. I will, if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord. My user is Charismatic Fan. I got you. But yeah, if you haven't already joined my Discord, my link should be in the description of this video. But we're gonna have a special tournament, especially now since we have 14 class 1A and 1B students all together. So the theme of the custom tournament will be pro heroes who are high KD ace rank players with pro 1 teammates who are playing the students who have connections with that pro hero. And then expert ranked players will be the villain characters, and I was about to call them class 1, the big three. So Mirio, Nejire, and Tamaki, those characters will be expert level players as well. But I'm putting together a whole tournament for that, and it's gonna be point based. So pro heroes, your job will be to, 1, protect your students, keep your teammates alive. If you win the match with both of your teammates still alive, you get bonus points for that. And then from there, you get placement points, and then you'll get points for getting KOs on specific targets. So like Shigaraki is going to be worth a certain amount of points. Dabi is going to be worth a certain amount of points. All for one, and so on and so forth. And on the villain side, you get points based on which of the pro heroes you take out. So obviously, All Might is going to be worth the most points. Endeavor is going to be worth a lot of points. Hawks is going to be worth a lot of points. And I don't want to incentivize people to prioritize the students, because again, those are going to be pro level players. So you won't get as many points for taking out the students. You can get points for it, but I don't want that to be like the highlight of your attack. So like let's hyper focus on the low ranked players. That's not what I want the focus to be. So you can use them as bait, like as part of your strategy to draw out the pro hero to get more points for your team. And again, you can take out the whole team, but again, I just don't want people hyper focusing the pro rank players. But the logic is to just design a tournament that's inclusive for everybody. So the high skill players, you get a chance to shine. Expert rank players, you get a chance to show what you can do, and then pro players, you just get to be in the mix. And again, you can learn the game on the fly. You can run with high quality teammates and so on and so forth. But I'll give you guys more details on that as the season goes on. That'll probably be towards a bit later in the season. Okay, so they're talking about anti-cheat again. What else? I'm just checking to see if we got anything new, any new updates. So you got Tokiyami on the special license. We knew that. All right, so nothing major going on from there. But yeah, jumping into Tokiyami specifically, like this dude, again, he has a really fun design, bro. All right, Chunkus, I'll catch you later, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, it's like, this was crazy. The range on this and the fact that he goes up buildings and attacks other people is crazy. So you can hit multiple opponents. You can go, he will literally go from one opponent to the next. And then you go up and over the wall. So whoever is back there, they're going to get hit too. Yeah, he's an assault character, not strike. And yeah, you get 3 hits before hard knockdown. So I'm assuming these have pretty decent damage if they knocking you down after just 3 hits. His beta, also impressive. Like, when he catch a group of people fighting, like, he's definitely going to be able to punish that. I wonder how many. I expect he probably has 2 charges out of beta, but I can see him only having 1. Your Cash, read the last message is pretty awesome. Overhaul skill set is confirmed. Yeah, we covered all that, Shane. Appreciate it though. Third party in Tokiyami gonna have a field day. Yeah, but again, he doesn't have any real weaknesses to his kit, as we'll showcase now. Because his Gamma helps him deal with people up close. So he can stop attack. Like, the fact that he can rotate that around him 360 degrees is crazy. He can run with it. He can use it to cover his back. So when the eyes come out, I guess that locks it in place or something. Yeah, so he can't rotate it around. Well, yes, he can. I'm really gonna have to test this out to see what all that does.
Dark Shadow. I am here. Quickly.
So I want to see if that follow up is a part of the gamma, or is that just him
I leave it to you.
dropping the beta? I mean the gamma and punishing with melee. Being able to walk, shield, and heal is crazy.
The main focus. Not so fast.
I'm excited for overhaul. You just want to do people wrong. That's what you
My
want.
shield.
I know what kind of man you are.
Go on.
That man is about to be a menace. I just can't wait to hopefully have both. Yeah, I mean, you got a month before overhaul drops, so you got plenty of time to stack up tickets. If you go deep into your tickets trying to get Tokiyami, you got a whole license and other things to grind to get some of those back in time to get overhaul. So, like I said, it should be an interesting season for us. But yeah, this dude, I can't wait to explore everything he can do. Like really just go in the lab and test out what he can do. And it's like if the gamma isn't crazy enough, bro, like this dude is hopping around like All Might and Endeavor while flying around like
I am
hawks.
fully prepared.
So do you guys think Tokiyami and Froppy are gonna make a good duo in the game, similar to the anime?
Cloak yourself around me. You're
I'm gonna be disappointed if the barrier to the coffin in the sky doesn't actually do damage or electrocute people. Yeah, look at the mobility on this dude, bro. Like look at what he's doing.
yourself around me.
Like he's literally Wolverine now.
Cloak yourself around me.
Like look how far he gets from that hop alone. So compare that hop. So compare this jump
Around me.
to the jump he does at first. Like look how far he goes versus here. Like you see how he kind of stops and loses a bit of momentum versus like look at that. The buff you get to mobility from having Dark Shadow layered on top of you is crazy. Yeah, all characters have 250 shield. Yeah, 300 HP sounds about on brand for him. I feel like Mount Lady and All Might need to have 350 HP as assault characters. Like they need more survivability. Me and my friend gonna get up at 7 to review everything. Alright, bro. If I'm woke around that time, I'll check it out.
Cloak yourself around me.
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't rolling for anyone but Hawks or wait for overhaul. Hey, your ticket's your choice.
Cloak yourself around me.
Let me check and see if we got any updates.
fully prepared. Cloak yourself around me.
Let's see. Let me see if the site is back up.
Cloak yourself around me. You're mine.
Yeah, it's back up. Alright, so we got the site back up. What was I just about to look at? It looked like it's still going through some changes. Did they take Chaos City out of the rotation? Nah, that's right here. Okay. So we have 4 maps in rotation. You got USJ, Neo Academia, UA Island version 2, and Chaos City. We got 4 maps in rotation. Let's go. So which 2 maps are going to be down to an hour then? That's the question. When is the end of maintenance? You think? At 4 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to roll for overhaul in Tokiyami. Sorry to say this, but honestly, the Fairy Nedre looks like garbage. Don't sleep on the Nedre build. Like, that's one, again, in a game like this, you definitely need support. And 2, the fact that they're taking inspiration from Marvel Rivals is pretty interesting. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Marvel Rivals, like the gameplay. Like it just isn't for me. But I can see stuff that works there. Some of those mechanics working over here, and having a healer on the back line who can actively heal your team while they're in the middle of fights, outside of popping team shields and team heals and stuff like that. Like that's big. Like she can do damage to enemies while healing you at the same time. Like that's crazy. She can swoop in with her beta. You know, that's big. Speaking of, let's explore. Let's see. All right, so fire a spear-shaped twisting shockwave that spreads on impact, striking on allies to restore GP. So she gets 8 shots at level 9, and she starts off with 6 shots. And got a pretty fair reload speed. So the damage that she does is 55 with 100 down power. So she can shoot you 5 times before you fall. So yeah, it looks like it could be a 2-hit. Or maybe she charges it. Maybe she has a charge mechanic to it. For a bigger area or something. I'm not sure. But going over to her beta, Spiraling Fairy gradually restores the HP of nearby allies while rising and gliding through the air. Ascend with jump, descend with crouch. So she still has mobility. That's what's up. And press the command again to send out a shockwave. So you press beta again to attack enemies. The shockwave restores HP to the player and allies in range. So she heals herself. She can heal herself and her teammates. That is what's up. That is what's up. Alright, let's see. So she only gets 1 charge of the beta. And she has 100 ammo, so it's probably gonna be percent based, I guess. And let's see the damage. So she does 160 at level 9 with instant knockdown. 140 at level 1. This is solid. I'm telling you, if you sleeping on Nedre, bro, This is gonna be she's probably gonna be the best support character in the game who doesn't insta res. The fact that she can keep you on your feet is invaluable. Like when you're low HP, no items. Like I'm telling you guys, I literally was in a situation earlier today playing in ranked. I won, but I was fighting a Lady Nagant and a compress. I had no healing items and I was low HP. Like Nagant got me down to like less than 100 HP, and I had to, I had to make some moves and pull off the win. But imagine if I had Nedra in that situation. She can shoot me with her alphas, and heal me. She can come through with the beta and heal me. Like that situation would have been a lot less stressful if I had this new Nedra with me. So I'm telling you, do not sleep on Nedra, bro. And for her quirk skill, Gamma, Spiraling Veil, cloak self and allies in twisting shockwaves for protection, which dissipate over time or after taking a set amount of damage. While cloaked, multiple quirk skills gain enhanced effects. Nedra Hado, quirk skill Alpha, increases projectile size and recovery radius. Her beta increases movement speed while active. For Mirio, quirk skill beta increases movement speed while active. Mirio target sheer counter. For his gamma, extends the time that the counter is active. And Tamaki completes charging immediately upon activation. So she's not necessarily buffing their damage. She's buffing, their speed and longevity. So that's cool. That's pretty cool. And again, let's get into the effects. So she gets one charge, and it's not a damage move, so she doesn't have any damage numbers. But at level 9, she got an 8-second reload. So this, like I said, this is pretty big, bro. Like support characters or support players, like this is gonna be dope. Performs a mid-air dash in the movement direction. Use jump while airborne hover. So, all right, this is just her basic special action. And then, using a team recovery, there is a chance the item will not be consumed for her special action or special tuning. And for her tuning skills, you get GP and HP increases. I'm with it. I am with it. If you plan to run Nedra, you can definitely get on my team. You have a spot on my team if you plan to run support Nedra, especially if you're really good at support. You cannot undervalue support. Come on, tell me the site ain't broke again. All right, let's see. Showering shot. So this is his alpha. Okay. Fires a series of homing stone shots from beneath. Move at the same time to attack while traveling along the ground. So he can shoot these at you and run at you. Fire sharp stone bullets while in aim mode. Oh, okay. So yeah. So both of these are his alpha. So he can either shoot the tendrils, and if he aims in, he shoots one big block at you. Okay. He has a lot of ammo, so he's gonna be able to spam this. 100 ammo, bro. What? I can't join the game. It's down for maintenance, bro. Stop spamming that. Stop spamming that. You're not gonna be able to join the game during maintenance. Please don't spam in chat. But 100 ammo, and he can literally just go ham with this. I'm telling y'all, this dude is gonna be a menace, man. Ride a rising stone pillar that changes angle with movement input. Jump during ascent for extra lift. Quirk skill alpha showering shot can be used while ascending. So you can hold your beta and use your alpha at the same time. So you can go up with your beta and then shoot people while you're doing it. You can spam this 100 times while sitting up on top of this. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? You gotta wait until 4 a.m. That's when maintenance will be finished. 4 a.m. Central Time. But let's see. So he gets to do this twice. You have 2 charges of this with a 10-second cooldown at level 9. So if you get caught by the pillar, you get hits for 35. And then from there, it does 100 damage. And his gamma is what puts you inside of the coffin. Dash forward and strike to launch the opponent. Go in different directions while on the ground or follow the aim direction in midair. Restrain the target in stone on hit, then detonate. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to fighting this man. I mean, I run Tech Miria, so I'll fight whoever. Like, I'm not worried about nobody, honestly. But this dude's gonna this is gonna be a whole host of problems, bro. Like, this dude is about to be unpleasant to fight, man. Let me just do a quick check. So they're kicking the season off with a new mission event. So you'll be getting the Deku and Monoma recolor. The mirror with the hood. So he didn't get a different special action. So this is his gamma. This was his beta. And this was his alpha. So he has a dual functioning alpha that combos with the beta. And then it sounds like he's going to be chasing people along the ground, kind of like Shigaraki, Strike Shigaraki and his gamma. So imagine you got Strike Shigaraki and Assault Overhaul chasing you, bro, trying to grab you. Shigaraki draining your HP, and then he gets his hands on you and locks you in place, and then Shigaraki grabs you again. It's chop. It's chop chat. Like this is not gonna be a good time, bro. You definitely gonna need a Nedra on your team when you fighting this dude. You gonna need some backup. But let's check out Tokiyami. So alright, so you got Ragnarok, which is his quirk skill alpha. Send Dark Shadow dashing into the aim direction, pierces opponents, and travels along walls or the ground. And let's see. So he gets three alphas, and he does 60 a hit at level 9. The reload is crazy. 2-second reload. Yeah, so you get 3 hits of the alpha to knock him down. So you do all 3 hits, that's 180 damage. Not bad. I'm not counting tuning. Spiral Shadow, Born of the Gloaming. What a name. Send Dark Shadow dashing in the aim direction. After colliding with an opponent or obstacle, Dark Shadow circles the area, continuing to attack. You get 1 ammo for the beta, like I thought. I feel like he should have had 2. If they decide to buff him, which I doubt they will, but depends on how many people, skip him over. So if a lot of people aren't actually buying him or rolling for him, he'll definitely get a buff. And I can see him getting a second beta if that's the case. 24 per hit, and it does a couple hits. So We'll see. And then Jet Black Shadow Shield. Summon Dark Shadow to deflect incoming attacks and projectiles. Can activate even when downed and cancelled by pressing command or by attacking. Hold to fix Dark Shadow to the camera direction. Other actions can be performed while Dark Shadow is active. So yeah, at max level, yeah, this can only take 250 hits of damage. Maybe. This doesn't take a lot of damage. Like his shield is nowhere near as durable as Kendo's or Kirishima's. Black Ankh. Tap to cloak yourself with Dark Shadow, enhancing melee power and mobility while active. Cancel by pressing command or by using a quirk skill. So you can only do melee while you have Black Ankh active. And once you go for one of your normal quirks, it'll deactivate it. Twin Wings of the Black Arm. Hold to leap high into the sky. Usable even in mid-air. Use dash in mid-air to glide at any time. Can also be activated while using Black Ankh. Items can be used while gliding. So they just told it all, showed it all right out of the gate. One of the best special actions in the game, hands down. Like I said, I think right out of the gate, he's going to be one of the best characters. Like, not in terms of like overpowering damage, but just in terms of survivability and utility. So being able to guard against certain attacks, his beta and alpha, are good for ranged damage, and then you can get in close if you want with your special action on using Black Shadow as a cloak. So I feel like he's pretty decent so far. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have much else going on. Okay. All right. So that looks like we got all the start of the season interesting stuff. The Jiro stuff, I'll do a follow-up on that just to give a clear and concise breakdown of what exactly we found, what it means, and things like that. I'll do a proper data mining video for you guys to give you, again, clear and concise, information on what's coming at the start of the season, where you can find everything, what will be where when the season starts, and how long it'll be there, all of that good information. And then from there, whatever new leaks we have as in terms of new characters, new skill sets, things like that, I'll compile a video for that as well. But tomorrow I'll be live again for the start of the season, checking out the new map, running trios and solos and stuff like that. I'll play with viewers and subs and all of that good stuff. So we'll definitely be vibing tomorrow, guys. Again, appreciate everybody for pulling up. If you haven't already, drop a like. And if you're interested, join the Discord. I'll be sharing more of the data mines and everything we found over there. If you haven't already, catch you later, Shane. But W chat, W subscribers, W support as always. And we are locked in for tomorrow. So everybody, I hope you got your tickets ready because we are rolling. Catch you guys tomorrow. GG's.